Okay, symbol used in kinematics. As you have learned about linear motion, you have learned about S, U, V, A, T, and T. Okay, whereas the unit in meter, meter per second, and meter per second square, and also for the time is second. Okay, so now in this chapter, you have to learn in rotational motion. So the analogy kepada S is theta, U initial velocity is omega initial, omega naught, V is final velocity, is final angular velocity, A is angular acceleration, and T also T lah. Okay, the unit is changed in radian, radian per second square, and second. So how to change in linear motion to the rotational motion is based on this relationship. Okay, S is equal to R theta, V is equal to R omega, and A is equal to R alpha. So the relation is come from the radius. Okay, so same goes with the 4 kinematics equation. So if you learn in chapter 2, you have learned about the kinematics equation. V is equal to U plus AT, S is equal to UT plus half AT squared, and so on. So you just change the terms in terms of rotational motion. V as omega, U as omega naught, A is alpha, and T is time. And S is as a angular displacement. Okay, so based on angular displacement here is represent what we call it, ialah angular displacement lah kan. Tapi kalau soalan minta, sebab angular displacement ni unit in radian. Okay, kalau soalan minta number of revolution, dia punya formula adalah number of revolution is equal to number of angular displacement is divided by 1 revolution, iaitu 2 pi. Okay, contoh kalau kita kata kita pun kira dalam equation ni, you dapat theta is 2 pi. So dia tanya how many number of revolution for this equation. So after you dapat theta, you nak kira number of revolution, you kena ambil theta you dapat tu, you kena bahagi dengan 2 pi, because 1 revolution is equal to 2 pi. So number of revolution kita dapat adalah 1. Okay, macam tu. And then yang this one you dah familiar juga before this. Okay, angular velocity, sometimes dia punya unit adalah dalam RPM or RPS. So depending on the words yang dia tulis. Kalau RPM means that revolution per minute, you have to change in radian per second. So revolution means that times 2 pi, because 1 revolution is equal to 2 pi. Kalau 2 revolution, so 2 kali 2 pi. And then minutes is divided by 60 sebab kita dalam second. Same goes with revolution per second, so you just times with 2 pi. Sebab 1 revolution lah, means that 1 revolution is equal to 2 pi. And then dia dah per second, so tak ada masalah. Okay. Next adalah example. Okay, we have a disc rotates at 25 revolution per minute and takes 15 seconds to come to rest. Calculate the angular acceleration of the disc. Angular acceleration is alpha. Okay, so then the number of rotation of the disc make before it's come to rest. So the number of rotation is n. N, you nak cari n, you mesti dapat dulu nilai theta. Okay, 25 revolution per minute merujuk kepada omega. And then come to rest is this is omega naught, this is omega. And then 50 seconds is the time. Okay, so I change first 25 revolution per minute in terms of radian per second. So 25 times 2 pi divided by 60. Okay, so I get 2.62 radian per second, and the time taken here is 15 seconds, and omega is equal to 0 because the rotation is stopped, come to rest. Substitute the value to determine of alpha. So omega, ambil relation yang ni lah. V is equal to U plus AT, change in rotation equation. So omega is equal to omega naught plus alpha T. So dapatlah omega masukkan kosong, omega naught 2.62 plus alpha 15. Okay, so dapatlah negative 0.175 radian per second square. Okay, second square. Here I salah. Jadi baiki balik. Okay, so dia adalah decelerate. Okay, so next is number of revolution. Number of revolution, you have to determine theta first. Okay, determine the theta by using the formula that related to this. Okay, so theta is equal to omega naught t plus half alpha t squared. So 2.62 times 15 plus half times with alpha is negative 0.175 and then time 15 power of 2. We get the theta is 19.61 radian. So as you know, dia nak number of revolution. Jadi kita masukkanlah satu revolution nilainya 2 pi. So kalau 19.61 berapa revolution? Kita ada 3.12 revolution.